Welcome back. The first days of early voting in New York City's mayor's race attracted more than 160,000 voters. This is now the home stretch of campaigning for the Democratic frontrunner, Zohran Mamdani. He filled out Forest Hill Stadium in Queens, telling his supporters they are, quote, taking the city back.
Let our words ring out so loud tonight that Andrew Cuomo can hear them in his $8,000 a month apartment. Let them ring so loud so that he can hear us even if he's in Westchester this evening. New York is not for sale. Here is what we stand for, my friends. We are going to freeze the rent for more than 2 million rent-stabilized tenants and use every resource at our disposal to build housing for everyone who needs it. We are going to eliminate the fare on every single bus line and make what are currently the slowest buses in the nation move around this city with ease. And we are going to create universal childcare at no cost to parents, so New Yorkers can raise their family in the city they love. Together, New York, we're going to freeze the... Together, New York, we're going to make buses fast and... Together, New York, we're going to deliver universal... We will make our city one where every person who calls it home can live a dignified life. It is tempting to believe that this moment was always destined. Yet when we launched this campaign on October 23rd, 1 year and 3 days ago, there was not a single television camera there to cover it. When we launched this campaign 1 year and 3 days ago, my name was a statistical anomaly in every poll. 4 months later, as recently as this February, our support had reached the eye-watering heights of 1%. We were tied with noted candidate someone else. I always knew we could beat him. When we launched this campaign 1 year and 3 days ago, the political world did not pay it much attention because we were looking to build a movement that reflected the city as it actually is, not just the one that political consultants think exists on a spreadsheet. And when we launched this campaign 1 year and 3 days ago, we were dismissed as a punchline in the halls of power. The idea of fundamentally changing who government serves in this city was unimaginable. Even if we gained momentum, they asked, how would we ever overcome the tens of millions of dollars in attacks that would follow? Yet we knew then what we know now. New York is not for sale.
So I'm watching the massive rally that Zohran Mamdani is hosting with Bernie Sanders, AOC, and tons of leaders from New York City. And Governor Kathy Hochul just spoke to a very energetic crowd and actually had her speech interrupted when the crowd started chanting in unison, "Tax the rich." Take a look at this must-see moment.
Here's what we're going to do. I can hear you.
And as you can hear at the end, Governor Hochul says, "I can hear you." She hears the people loud and clear. And if anything, this can hopefully move Kathy Hochul further to the left, because if Zoran Mamdani wants to get his policy accomplished, he's going to need her help, and we're going to need her as part of this fight to take back our country.
AOC just gave a speech that has the entire internet absolutely losing it, and millions of people have watched this meltdown in less than 24 hours. The Congresswoman rallied 13,000 progressives at a packed stadium in Queens and started screaming about how socialists are not the crazy ones. She's also defending a Democrat socialist or communist candidate for New York City's mayor whose platform is pure socialism or communism, rent freezes, free buses, and massive tax hikes. Bernie Sanders admitted on stage that this guy doesn't have the experience to run the city, and the crowd was chanting "tax the rich" so loudly they interrupted the governor. Their next move? It's unbelievable. And the viral clip has conservatives making memes and progressives defending the passion. And this could change the entire future of the Democrat Party in major cities. So tell me this, do you guys think AOC's intensity helps or hurts the progressive movement? Drop your answer in the comments below, because you guys need to see this.
This city was built by the Irish escaping famine, Italians fleeing fascism, Jews escaping Holocaust, Black Americans fleeing slavery and Jim Crow, Latinos seeking a better life, Native people standing for themselves, Asian Americans coming together in Queens, in Brooklyn, in the Bronx, in Manhattan, in Staten Island, in this country, in a vision to build the freest, toughest, and greatest city on earth. But we must remember, in a time such as this, we are not the crazy ones, New York City. We are not the outlandish ones, New York City. They want us to think we are crazy. We are sane.
I don't think she's correct on that. Anyways, in Queens' Forest Hill Stadium, AOC stood before 13,000 people and tried to convince them that socialism makes sense. Surrounded by Zoran Mamdani, Bernie Sanders, and a lineup of progressive activists, she claimed that billionaires are destroying New York while her crowd chanted "tax the rich." But what the cameras caught wasn't confidence, it was panic. Her voice cracked, her arms were flailing, and she yelled, "We're not the crazy ones," she said with a crazy look on her face. It sounded less like leadership and more like just pure denial. And Benny Johnson's post clip hit over 300,000 views in one day, turning AOC's message into a nationwide meme. There's like 50 million views on that clip. And conservatives, we couldn't stop laughing. While progressives called it a battle cry, either way, it's expose a simple truth. The louder they shout about sanity, the less believable they sound.
Breaking news at a historic rally in New York City right now for Zoran Mamdani. AOC just gave a fiery speech where she went directly after Donald Trump, saying there was a country before Trump and there will be a country after Trump. Take a look at this incredible speech from AOC.
This is America, New York City. Don't let them tell you any different. Don't let them tell you that we are the exception. We are the rule. We are the standard. We are the acceptance. And we set the bar for America. I'm talking to you, Donald Trump. And there will be a day after. And it belongs to us.
You can tell AOC understands the stakes of this moment. And also, she went on to talk about how while Trump and the MAGA extremists paint us as the enemy within, the radical leftists, in reality, all we're asking for is a dignified life for all New Yorkers and all Americans. Having childcare to be free and accessible, having public transportation so people can get to work, and having housing and rent that people can afford. These are not radical ideas, no matter what Donald Trump wants you to think.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Democratic Socialists have just concluded a massive rally. In attendance were Zoran Mamdani, Governor Kathy Hochul, AOC, and Bernie Sanders. As you've seen, Mamdani has given a very fiery speech in which he reinforces the very many policies that he campaigned for, and he has attacked Andrew Cuomo, claiming that Cuomo lives in an $8,000 a month mansion. Also, AOC went ahead to give a speech in which she has vowed to stand up for the ordinary people and the working class of the city of New York. She has also attacked Donald Trump and did not mince her words. Governor Kathy Hochul also delivered her speech, even though New Yorkers were chanting tax the rich, and also correcting her pronunciation of Mamdani's name. So ladies and gentlemen, the final day of reckoning is almost here, November the 4th, 2025. We are yet to see what the people of New York will decide at the ballot and whether Mamdani will rise to become the next mayor of the city of New York. So ladies and gentlemen, if Mamdani becomes mayor, do you think that he will truly implement these policies, and do you also think that he's going to work hand in hand with the federal government? Please let me know what you think about this in the comment section down below. But as always, I hope to see you in the next video. Cheers and peace.